noble's court I take the road. The die is cast, my course is shown. What's done is done, what's writ is writ. No fox may walk this path alone.
Regret is but a hollow sound, it wakes no slain from sleep. Regret is but a hollow sound, it keeps no vow I keep.
Since last I named my sins aloud, my tally has not grown the less. New wrongs press hard upon my trail. Old guilts return in heavier dress. I wore my foes as raiment fit from bear. I took a traveler's sack from wolf, a pair of leathered shoes that bore me onward on my track. I lied full fair unto the king, slew the hare and mocked him with the head, a bitter gift for royal dread. Rabbit fled me, fleet and spared. The crow I wronged beyond excuse. Before his eyes I took his mate and left him grief he could not lose.
Regret is but a hollow sound, it wakes no slain from sleep. Regret is but a hollow sound, it keeps no vow I keep.
By wit alone I broke the wolf, sent him to read what I would not. A mare's hard hoof taught letters sharp, iron schooled upon that spot. The deed is done, the lesson stands. Thy tongue runs swift, thy conscience slow. Thou boastest where thou shouldst repent. Such mockery of crown and law shall dearly cost thee, mark my word. Look round thee well, good greybeard, look who thrives in court or cloistered hall. The great devour with open hand, and name it right and sin not at all. The lion takes as suits his will, what crumbs remain the wolves divide. The bear that robs 100 folds is feasted, praised and set beside. Priests cry virtue from the rude, yet weigh their prayers in coin and gold. They speak of heaven, hunger for earth, and sell remission, bought and sold. The small thief swings the mighty feast, and call it justice, call it peace.
Regret is but a hollow sound, it wakes no slain from sleep. Regret is but a hollow sound, it keeps no vow I keep.
Another sin may not absolve the stain upon thine own. Each soul shall answer for itself when reckoning is shown. Once conscience stirred and pricked my heart, and for a breath I felt its truth. But where I turned my wandering eyes, from youth to age the wicked flourish still. Virtue is dear the winter long, the sharp survive where meek decay. So fox I stood, and fox I stand, and learned the world's own way. Regret is but a hollow sound, a hollow sound. Regret is but a hollow sound, a hollow sound. The doors are shut, the bench is filled. All breath is drawn as one long thread. I stand where conscience walked with me, but conscience yields to law instead. Grey beard stands silent in the press. He meets my eye, then looks away. The road is done, the hall remains. Here words must stand, or break, or sway. Bold as brass, I take my place, as though this hall were made for me. I've slipped such nets with lighter words. Why should this day prove otherwise? The fox called Reynard, this court convenes by crown and custom, bond and peace. You will be heard, you will reply, but first the charges shall be read. You stand accused of blood unlawed, of lives destroyed for meat and gain, of theft by night, of hoards concealed, of goods taken where none were yours to claim. You stand accused of maiming servants, of breaking peace I set by law, of turning wit to weapon fraud, and calling cunning what was flaw, of dressing harm as accident, of mockery joined to violent deed, of profit drawn from others' loss, and sport made of another's need. The charges stand, the count is full, no plea presumed, no name required. Now speak and answer plainly this: by what law were your acts justified? Am I to blame my Uncle Imps because he loved his honey dear? He stole it first, the peasants struck. I was not there to steer his fear. And Tybalt, when he sought my roof, I gave him bread and honest cheer. He scorned my fare, went thieving still, and bore the cost he chose to bear. If blood was spilled, asked hunger first, not every blow was dealt by me. Shall I be hanged for others' crimes? Does justice strike where wit runs thin? If hunger teaches beasts to steal, why hangs the lesson only mine? I took, I lied, I ran, I fed, I name no virtue where I stand, but many here have done the same. They only lacked my circumstance. Hear him speak, hear him stand. His was he did a crime on nearly who he is. Enough of turn and enough of tongue. This court is not a tavern floor. Now stand those few whose word is ways. No laugh unbinds what they attest. As clear as noon their witness falls. What once was wit now stands as proof. What stands is what was done. No tongue can turn the measured scale. What stands is what was done. Man walks the path his axe entail. The counsel stands of single breath. Guilty by blood, by theft, by broken peace. The law is spent, the sentence stands. To the tree. The word was given, the rope made fast. What law declares the flesh must bear? The murmur ceased, the hands drew near, and justice took me in its snare. The wolf stood close, the bear stood grim, the cat kept watch beside the beam. My friends fell back with troubled eyes, the court was quieter than it seemed. I saw some nobles leave the hall, not all were eager for my fall. The king beheld their thinning ranks and turned his gaze upon us all. If news be needed, call the cat. He learned his craft at grievous price. One eye he paid for cunning hands, a costly, sufficient sacrifice. And you, good wolf, why labor thus? The rope needs none to urge it on. The tree stands patient as the grave. You fear my wits may win me grace. Yet jest buys not a loosened cord. Their hands are many, mine are tied. If voice remain me but a space, I yet may turn the inward tide. The ladder waits, the crowd leans close, the air is thick with watching breath. While voice remains, the game is not yet done, even at the edge of death. My doom stands fixed, I ask not life grants, but disgrace before I fall. That my crimes lie not on blameless heads, but stand confessed before you. Scarce I stood above the grass, I struck a lamb for sport and taste. Warm blood first told me what I was, no lesson learned was learned in vain. Foul and kid and straying sheep fell where I set my cunning will. With wolf I swore a solemn league, his strength for force, my craft for guile. I stole, I lied, I broke the peace. The reckoning stands before us now. I name the measure of my deeds. I neither beg nor disavow. Yet hunger was not all my trade. Another truth lies hidden deep. A hoard of silver, weight of gold, and secret earth laid fast asleep. Seven wagons' loads could scarcely bear the shining mass. It rests where none but I have trod. No plough shall find that buried pass. Whence came this treasure? Speak it plain, by what design was it concealed? No shadow stands before this court, but shall by measured word be sealed. Stolen! Yes, I cloak it not, yet theft may serve a higher throne. There was a plot against the crown. Your life, against your... Not rumor, none it stood prepared. Thy death was reckoned, sealed and sworn. Steel had its hour, the place was marked. Thy blood would buy another's crown. Speak plainly now, no part withheld, no veil, no wit, no cunning screen. Who set the hand, who named the hour? Say what thy darkened words may mean. If I am silenced where I stand, then what I bear is buried here. I go to death, but what I know goes down with me and leaves thee bare. What once is known cannot be undone. It plants its seed in thought and will. What once is known cannot be undone. It roots itself and deepens still. That hoard of silver, weight of gold, was counted out against thy breath. It paid the hands that swore thy fall. It set the reckoning in death. Had that same gold remained when placed, the stroke had fallen clean and sure. The hand was hired, the blade was raised, that wealth was waged, not hidden store. What once is known cannot be undone. It plants its seed in thought and will. What once is known cannot be undone. It roots itself and deepens still. Stolen, yes, I do not deny. I took that gold from where it lay. Call it theft, but mark it well, that theft is why thou breaths this day. Thou hast made truth a shifting blade. Why should thy word carry weight? Speak what thou knowest, nothing more. No turn of phrase shall alter fate. The king was marked, the hour was fixed. That gold gave courage, bond and pay. The blow stood ready at thy back. I stayed the hand that struck for thee. What once is known cannot be undone. It plants its seed in thought and will. What once is known cannot be undone. It roots itself and deepens still. If this be true, then none stand clear. What now is known cannot be sealed. No word once heard returns to dust. The weight is laid, the thing is real. Be silent, all stand fast, give heed. This sentence shall not yet be done. Let Reynard from the tree come down, but keep him bound before the throne. The rope is loosed, but not the bond. I stand not freed, but held for this. If what I bear be left untold, the blow I stayed may fall again. What once is known cannot be undone. Draw.